Hey guys! Hi guys. So, before I start this video, I actually want to tell you about something, because you can probably see this and you're probably like, Dan, what the fuck is wrong with your fingernail? Whenever I was in like 8th grade, I was like a total seeny weeny wannabe. I posted this picture on my personal Facebook account like 2 years ago, and I was like, wow, 4 years really changes a person. It was like my senior year of high school, and I took a picture of myself and I was like, ooh, I look basically how I look now, minus like the huge beard. The other picture was me from like 8th grade, whenever I like used to like tease my hair, and I had really super long hair in the front, but it was all shaved in the back. It was crazy shit. Back then I used to paint my fingernails black because I thought I was cool as fuck. I found black Sharpies in my room, and one of my friends commented on it, and all of my friends saw it, and they were like, oh my god, I can't believe I've never seen this. Now it's like gone viral between all of my Facebook friends, and they're just like, oh my god, how is this real? And I'm like, oh my, I hate everything. Thank you, Zach. So yeah, and I found Sharpies in my room, and I was like, whoa, I should be edgy and color my thumbnail and pointer finger black, because I'm being reminiscent, I guess. Nostalgic. I don't know. I just kind of did it because I was bored. And now I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I could rock it, whatever. Okay, so let's start the actual point of this video. I got one request recently, like within the past few days, to do a series about how to play the flute. I'm thinking if I do, I'll try to post at least 2 tutorials, I guess, like per month. If I could. Are you serious? Okay, this series will be simply just like basics on how to play the flute. And then if people want me to continue, maybe I'll do like some intermediate stuff. So, first thing you're gonna need is a flute. I get lots of comments, lots of questions about my flute. My flute is... here, it's really fucking dirty. Do I have to swatch this shit? This is ridiculous. Okay, so there you go. It's a Gemeinhart. That's the model number. Guess that's also the serial number. I don't know. It's a 3. From what I understand, my flute, since it only says 3, then this is entirely nickel. It's nickel. This is like bottom of the barrel. Intermediate level flute. It's intermediate level because it has open holes. That's pretty much it. Like the 3 SP, which is silver plated and like solid silver. But you're gonna need a flute to play the flute. I don't know if you know this, but okay. First thing about the flute is you may not know how to put it together. You should have 3 parts. You should have like the body, and you should have a head joint and a foot joint. The part that has the ring, the part of the flute that has this ring around the top, right here, this is where you're gonna put your head joint. Now, whenever you put your head joint in, you don't want to hold on to the keys. That's bad, because if you're like forcing it in, you have your hands on the keys, you can like completely screw up the actual keying mechanisms. Put your hand around this top part where there aren't any keys, and then put your flute together by placing it in here. My flute is dirty as hell, so I have to like work with it a little bit more. But normal flutes that aren't messy, should go together quite easily. Make sure your head joint is aligned properly. And the way you want to do that is I always check down. You want to look down with one eye and be like, and you want to check down, make sure the opening, the tone hole, is in line with this first key. Again, not holding onto the keying mechanisms. Turn your head joint to the point where it's in line. The foot joint is much easier. obviously, because once you have this in place, then you're like, oh, the foot joint has to go on the other side. I mean, unless you're like, don't put it up here. The foot joint is something that's more personal preference. Same way that you did before, try not to hold on to any of the keys. The foot joint's a little bit hard to put on without wrapping your hands around the keys, but you can put it on without like, you don't want to like put pressure on the keys. Whenever you are aligning it, you want to get it to a place where it's comfortable, where you can put all 3 fingers here and still reach down to that low C key. Your flute is together. Playing the flute, good things to know are how to hold it. You'd be surprised, there are a lot of my friends that I go to music school with that have seen people playing the flute all their life do not know how to hold a flute. That's okay. This is a learning environment. So how you hold the flute. Your flute may not have open holes, that's okay. You put your first finger on this little plate, there should be this up here, and then second finger, third finger, and then this is a pinky key that you use sometimes. And then this is your thumb key. You're going to want to generally put your thumb on the normal B key, this one. And then down here, on an open hold flute, it's more obvious where you put your fingers, but it's 1, 2, 3. It should be the last 3 keys, and then you have your pinky key. More often than not, you're going to have your pinky finger on this one. But then, to use lower notes, you're going to also use this. This would be your C sharp, and down here, the roller would be your C natural. That's how you put your hands on the flute. Now that you know how to put your flute together and how to put your hands on the flute, I'm going to teach you how to make noises with the flute. So the way we're going to do this is actually completely counterproductive. You're going to take the head joint out. So you're going to put the head joint here. Now, roll the head joint back to your lips. Put the head joint so it's centered around where your lips part. Once you get it there, you're going to roll the head joint back down to your bottom lip. And there you go. That's where your head joint should be on your mouth. Try to mess around with what embouchure works the best. All the flautists I know, flutists, whatever, don't get into that argument in the comments, I'll kill you. We all have very different embouchures, and it all depends on your lip shape. If you have bigger lips, it's supposed to be easier to play the flute. I don't know. It's almost like you're putting your lips together to whistle, but it's a little bit farther back. It's not as forward. It's not, it should be more. It's almost like you're like smirking, like, okay, bitch. Like it should be like a douchey little face, like. So you want to try and make that noise, and then once you get pretty good at that, you can have fun with it. So you can have fun with it. You know how to make noise on the flute. Just practice forming that embouchure. You really want to get comfortable making noises on the head joint before you move to the full flute body. It can get, if you're trying to pay attention to what's happening here and also pay attention to what's happening here, you can get very disoriented very quickly. I'd say practice these separately, but practice putting your hands on the flute separately from practicing making noise on the head joint. You can put the head joint together and then put your fingers down where they're supposed to, and then put all of your fingers down except for the pinky. So you'll have thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then try to just get a note out. Just kind of mess around with the fingerings. And just see what you can do. You do remember that the fingerings are changing the length of the tube, changing the length of the flute, essentially. So all of the fingerings that will produce different results will mostly be in streamline motion. So you will be moving one finger away at a time, rather than like doing some crazy shit with all this like this isn't a note. Like thumb 1 3 1 3 isn't a note. It'll probably play like, I don't even know what note that was. I'll link you guys to some fingering charts in the description, the ones that I used whenever I was learning to play the flute. I hope this video was a nice little super basic tutorial. If you want me to continue with the series, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And yeah, just let me know what you thought about it. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye guys.